Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ade-OLUWA, and a lot on my mind. I don't know which one to work with first, but I am presently cooking, so I have my hair covered so that hair pieces will not accidentally drop into food, among other things. So I have my hair covered. When it comes to cooking, sometimes, a lot of times actually, less is more. Of course, it takes time, especially if you have a particular taste and you're very, you like delicious meals like I do, but you also want the food to be healthy like I also do. So it's a mix, because most times healthy meals are not always very sweet. And so it's sometimes acquired taste, really. You just have to remind yourself of the benefits when the food tastes a bit strange, but along the line, you begin to experiment. And some of my favorite ingredients that I really must have ingredients in my kitchen, because I'm a baker, and so for bakers, some of us, well, I can be a bit, I don't know whether it's across board, but I can be a bit lazy when it comes to cooking food. So with baking, all you do is just mix, pour, put in the oven, and wait until it's done. But when it comes to cooking, you have to chop this, fry it, keep it aside, boil that one, keep it aside, do the other one. So I'm not really into that. I like to just put all the ingredients together and just watch it cook. That's all. So, and it's been working well for me. It might not be gourmet quality, but hey, it is what it is. So my must-have ingredients quickly: garlic, ginger, nutmeg. Now I prefer to have them in powder form and also in fresh form as well. So I think I mentioned garlic. Yeah, I prefer the fresh garlic to the made one, to the blended one. It's rare to find garlic that is blended and is not tasting odd. But the fresh one is always cheaper because you get that plenty. Then again, I don't know, it depends on where you live. In some parts of the world, it's the powdered one is cheaper. At least I assume so. But in my part of the world, the what's it called now? The fresh one is cheaper. So I always like to have those. Then of course, turmeric powder. Those are like I can do without, but it's good to have those. And pepper soup spices, like what you add to your pepper soup if you're trying to make pepper soup, to just make it tastier. So I like to have that. I add that to my stews. I add that to my vegetables sometimes. Like, let me give you an example of a simple meal that would taste fantastic. Now, I don't know what it's called in English, but we call it shoko. It's a leafy vegetable, actually. So, what I did was I just put oil in a pot. I added salt. I diced my onions. I diced onions in. I put in salt. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. And I put in a bit of beans powder, which is optional. You don't have to do that. Then I cut the vegetables and I put it in. I'd already put a little water at the base. I cut and put it in. I just put in the vegetables on top of it. The idea is that vegetables cook fast, but the ingredients don't begin to gain taste until it's cooked for a while. With vegetables, 15 minutes max is done. But when you're putting oil, you're putting onions, you're putting pepper. Yeah, I put pepper at the base as well, so yeah, so that cooks. So when it's the ingredients that the fire gets to first. So when the fire gets to the ingredients first, it cooks it. By the time it gets to the vegetable, it's like you stir fried the ingredients before adding your vegetables. So it has that, that stir fry taste. Not much, just a bit, So you can try that with your vegetables and then, share how that works for you. Okay, so I have to check what the food on fire is up to. So take care of yourself and stay safe, stay calm, stay healthy. Shalom.